Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. So in today's video we're going to be going over pretty much all the general settings and camera settings, pretty much everything in the settings menu. Now these settings can work for some people and not work for others, so just keep that in mind. Now a couple things before we get started. If you like the video, feel free to give it a like and consider subscribing. It really does help a ton, and we've been growing an absolute ton. Also, if you're looking to get some private help on certain things, feel free to join my Discord server. The link is in the description, and send me a private DM or ask in the Discord server. We have plenty of pros there who are willing to help you. Alright, enough with the intro. I hope you enjoy the video. Alright, so for the first setting that we're going to be going over, it's sensitivity. So I get this question a lot, but pretty much what you want to be able to do with your sensitivity is swing your stick in a 360 motion. And if you have issues with turning your stick completely around your body, then I would recommend raising your sensitivity. Now if you keep messing up and you feel like your stick handling is really sloppy and it's like too fast, I really recommend lowering your sensitivity. You want to go for sort of like a middle, allowing you to swing your stick completely around your body while also not losing control of the puck. So just make sure that you can do both of these things. Now if you decide to change your sensitivity, I recommend changing it slowly but surely. So maybe bumping it down by like 1 or 2 sensitivity, try that out, get used to that, and then bump it down to another 2. And once you get, really comfortable with what you're using, then that's what I would go with. Alright, for the next setting, we're going to be looking at controls of match camera, which honestly, this isn't really that important of a setting, but we'll still go over it just to kind of give you an idea of what it is. So pretty much in a nutshell, what this setting does is whenever you reverse your camera by clicking like E or whatever hotkey you have set, it'll pretty much invert your controls. So if you leave this on, it won't invert your controls, but if you take it off, it will pretty much reverse your controls in a way, if that makes sense. Alright, for camera settings, I'm not going to go too in depth as I already have a video made for this, so I'd really recommend you checking it out. It'll give you a way better description than what I'm about to give you, but pretty much in a nutshell, what you're going to be doing with camera settings, I would stick with what you got as long as you can see pretty much the entirety of the ice. If you can't see the passes that's being passed to you, or you can't see the net that you're shooting into, I highly recommend changing your camera settings to allow you to have that vision that you need. And one more thing for camera settings, I highly recommend that if you're switching your camera settings, that you stick with the next camera setting you switch, because when you do actually make the move with the camera settings, it can really hurt you and really slow you down if you're trying to get better. Alright, so for the next one, we're going to be looking at spectators. So for this one, it's just if you want to have people in the standings, you can leave that on. Or if you have sort of a low spec computer, I'll just leave that off. And now for both stick and puck highlight color, stick is pretty much just going to be what you're going to see as the color of your stick. And same for the puck, except your puck is going to change to whatever color you want it to be. For puck outline, kind of simple. It's just like a circle around your puck, so that you might be able to see it better if you're using dark ice or something. And for the puck outline width, you can change this to really whatever you want or prefer. I like to keep mine at 5 because I usually mess up with a smaller puck, and this just helps me to, stick handle a little bit more wider. And then for display off-screen indicator and the other indicators, pretty much what it's going to be doing is whenever the puck is behind you and you can't see it, it'll show an arrow pointing behind you or in front of you, wherever your camera or wherever the puck is. And same for your teammates. It's pretty much like display team. I would leave this on if you have like sort of a closed or like an overhead. I would definitely use this, but if you can see the entire ice, then I would probably just turn it off. Now, if you don't want to go blind, I really recommend turning on dark ice. It does definitely help with your eyes, and it helps me if I'm doing long, intense sessions or practice sessions. So I would definitely turn that on if you don't want to go blind. And then for real-time ice reflections, and that's pretty much just like fancy reflections off the ice. I mean, if you want to degrade in performance, then I would go for that. It does look nice, but at times it can be a distraction and also can hurt your FPS. Nameplate size is quite obvious. If you want to just completely get rid of nameplates, just scale it all the way down to 0. Then for public chat, you can obviously turn that off and on. Display FPS, same for that. The rest is pretty much self-explanatory. But yeah, that's how you display ping, display FPS, turn off the chat, etc. And finally, the minimap, I would definitely turn that on. That's a very important piece. You can have the minimap scale at 3 if you really want to. I used to do that, but I like to keep it a little bit more smaller now. But I would definitely turn it on because it really does help with your vision if you can't see the puck. Alright, so we're going to be skipping controls just because I think that's honestly people's preference. I'll probably make a video on the future describing both mouse and keyboard and controller and what's best with also the controls. But for now, we're just going to be moving over to the video settings and what you can do to get the best performance in your game. Starting off with display mode, I would really recommend going full screen because it can help you boost your FPS. It might not be a lot, but it still might be able to bump it up a couple. Now for resolution, this one you can definitely tweak down if you're getting below 120 FPS. If you're getting below 120 FPS, that can really hurt input lag. And I mean, if you're looking for a smooth gameplay, I really recommend just downscaling your resolution if you're not getting above 120 FPS. Now for VSync, I would just leave this off unless you have a 144 Hz monitor, which pretty much is just going to be, if you turn on VSync and you don't have a 144 Hz monitor, you're going to be getting below the 120 frame rate threshold, which is really going to impact your input lag, which is like the literal holy grail of Slapshot. Now for the frame rate limit, I would put that at really 144 FPS. That's what you should be aiming for, or you can go higher. Personally, I like to keep mine at 180 just so that I don't go below my refresh rate on my monitor. Really just play around with the frame rate limit. Try not go at like 300 because that'll just murder your laptop or computer, whatever you're using. But yeah, for the next one, shadow display, this one is kind of quite obvious. If you want beautiful graphics, I would turn this on, but if you have a poor performing computer, I would just leave this off. And for anti-aligning and anisotropic filtering, I don't even know how to say that, I'll just leave those both disabled as I hear they cause a little bit of input lag. Now for clock physics and post-processing, those once again are just graphical settings. So if you want to, get better or more improved graphics, you can turn all those on. And that's including particle effects as well. So like whenever you click spacebar to stop, it'll like fling ice. And I don't know what other particle effects out there, but it'll disable those as well. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And also you can join my Discord server, link is in the description, and also ask there. Once again, I really appreciate all the massive support I've been getting lately. I apologize for the late upload. I've just been really busy lately, and well, yeah. I definitely have plans to upload some videos a little bit more early. And also, I got a cool game that I'd like to present. Sort of like a Slapshot, a new type of Slapshot game that I think you would enjoy. Alright, well enough with the video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.